be kind of wacky. He went down to Texas, or actually I drove all the way down to Texas to help a buddy out with his turbo Buick, and pretty much when I got there, it was a lot more than what I expected. Or, well, actually it wasn't even that much. It was just hot as hell. So I kind of recorded here and there, but it's not very concise. It's not very detailed, but it just kind of gives you an overview. I hope you guys enjoy. Well, welcome back to the channel, guys. Today I'm going to be doing a bit of a vlog. If you follow me on Instagram or Facebook, you know that I'm going to Texas, and I'm going to be taking all of this and that stack of wheels in the back of that, and a transmission. Well, car's loaded. Now I gotta go pick up the transmission, put that in the trunk. Only issue I'm having now is yeah, we have very little clearance here. That gap is on point. Oh, now I'm getting ready to leave. My cooler, drinks, bunch of stuff, ready to roll. And then on the next stop it took a shit, so almost there, about 5 hours left, no starter, can't turn it off, doing good. I'm in Texas, it's really noisy, and yeah, I made it all the way over here with a couple issues. Somehow lost signal from the fuel relay to the back, so pretty much I had to jump my hot wire kit down here to be able to have a fuel pump. You're gonna have to excuse me for the noise and the sweat because it's hot as hell over here. But so that, and then my starter keeps getting heat soaked, so every time it gets hot it won't start, and I have to tap it to get it to go. But other than that, the drive went pretty smooth. Car is jacked up sky high right now because all the weight's off, and I was carrying a bunch of parts in it to bring them over here. But that's Israel, and right now what we're gonna do, we're gonna start setting up his XFI. Pretty much it's gonna be a mimic of mine, where Casper box, wires under the carpet, XFI under the seat, and he's got the bracket and all of that, which I'll show you guys in a minute. Anyways, since we're doing a lot of stuff at once, I'm trying to mock the fast XFI here so I can drill the hole to run it under the hood for the O2 sensor and the map. And he's gonna start doing the suspension here. He just started messing with the coilovers. Actually, I don't know where he put them, but those are together, and he's gonna clean this up, put it together. So this is like our day one report pretty much. We got his suspension on, or most of it. We're waiting on some insulators that go inside of the frame for the springs, and We're using the UMI lower control arms. Actually, we're using the UMI everything. But I found this actually pretty interesting here. This is their new revised version of the link attachment to the control arm. And I find it pretty trick. The control arm comes with a double shear attachment for the Heim joint. Unlike mine, which mine has a little pad where you would have the bolt and the bushing sitting on, and instead this one has the attachment like this, and it comes with the links, which I thought was pretty trick. But yeah, so far it's really hot, but we're trucking along. Here in a minute I should be continuing on with the XFI and a bunch of other parts. So I'm modifying the kick panel to put the Casper box in here. I'm actually emulating Anderson's install. What's happening here is that I started a cut with a set of dikes, and then I put the knife in there, and I'm gonna use the knife to get a clean slice all the way down, and then come in with the dikes again and cut here along the bottom, and it'll open all these up. So here's the piece that I just cut out, and here's the cut. Now, if I wanted to get really fancy with it, I could come back with a file and make it all perfectly smooth like that, or I can just keep chipping away at it with a knife and make it flush with this. The only thing there is that since this is going to be under a lot of stress, like this bottom piece, especially when you pull it in and out, this bends. I don't want it to break, so I'm leaving some here and some here, but here is cut flush. And then, as you can see, you get a pretty clean cut, and you don't have to sit there and mess with it. Get it started with the dikes and cut. So we're about to run the O2 sensor, which is what I consider the hardest part out of this. And what we did was we depinned, well actually wait, there it is. We depinned one end, took the plug out, and if you want to do this yourself, you take this little white part out. You don't need a special depinning tool or nothing. You just need a pick and a flathead. And what's gonna happen is that you're gonna have the little pins in there, and then you're gonna push them away from the C side into the little tang that you see there, and that's what's holding it against the lock. It's kind of hard to see there, but there's a lock in there. They're like a little pin that sticks out. And once you have the white part out and you push the pins up away from the little C channel looking thing, they slide right out. Now, the next thing that we did is we put this piece of rubber hose to go through the hole instead of a grommet, because grommets are a pain in the ass and they never stay there when you start pulling or pushing the wire. So what we're gonna do is feed this end from the inside out through the firewall and up into this area right here, so it comes on top onto the downpipe, and put it back together. We took pictures of how it came off. None of the colors repeat, so as long as we put them back the way it was, it should be all good. Hold on a second. So now we're putting this back together. Pretty much just make sure that this is towards the little pin inside of those, and yeah, wires ran. So we're gonna have black and red. Where's red?